Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping headfirst into some really smart ideas for enhancing a digital system called Camelot and Cymru.
Hmm.
We've got this document, right? It's basically a roadmap sketching out how to boost user engagement and, you know, build out its capabilities.
Yeah.
So our mission here is to pull out the most, let's say, innovative and practical ideas from this plan. We want to show how a system like this can evolve, going from just core mechanics to something, well, much deeper culturally, with some advanced features thrown in.
And what's really interesting, I think, is how this document maps out development in phases. It's not just random features.
Right.
It's about layering improvements, things that change how you even interact with the system, moving it from just a tool to, well, a genuinely immersive world. It's a really thoughtful approach to evolution.
Okay, so with that big picture in mind, let's roll up our sleeves. Let's untack this roadmap. First up, immediate priority enhancements.
The quick wins.
Exactly, the practical stuff that makes you think, oh, obviously, like interactive character sheets. Imagine that no more frantic scribbling or math mid-session. It's all digital. Auto calculates your AC, that's armor class, your HP, health point. Tells you instantly how tough you are. Then there's enhanced battle system integration. So linking those sheets right into the fight, you get real-time health tracking, condition updates, even the initiative order sorted automatically.
Keeps the pace up.
Totally. And finally, quest progress tracking. Visual trackers, automatic XP, leveling up, rewards just appear. It basically takes all that admin, all the bookkeeping off the game master's plate. No more spreadsheet juggling.
And practically speaking, that's brilliant because automating that admin, it shifts the focus. You're not managing numbers. You're deep in the story.
Yeah.
That's a huge design choice for immersion right from the get-go. Lets everyone just play.
That automation does sound fantastic for streamlining, but I wonder, is there a risk of losing some of that, old school charm, the paper sheets, the dice rolling?
It's a fair point.
Or maybe over-automating the GM. Which of these immediate things do you think really makes the biggest difference on game night, beyond just saving time? Is there one that truly stands out?
That's a good question, that balance. Some people will miss the physical stuff, sure. But I think the sheer speed you gain from instant calculations and real-time tracking in combat, that's probably the biggest game changer.
Right.
It just cuts down the waiting time, keeps the energy flowing. And for the GM, well, it frees them up to be a better storyteller, not just a calculator.
Okay, so streamlining mechanics is step one. But then the document takes this really interesting leap into the feel of the game.
The heart of it.
Yeah, here's where it gets really cool. It shifts to medium-term strategic features, and specifically Welsh cultural immersion. This isn't just generic fantasy anymore.
No, this is about building a specific world.
Exactly. Think authentic Simmer name generators, deep dives into Welsh mythology, like weaving Mabinogion references into quests,
Oh, wow.
historical context tooltips popping up about medieval Wales, even pronunciation guides for Welsh names and terms. It sounds like an amazing way to bring history alive.
And that level of detail, that thematic richness, that's what makes it unique, right? Not just another fantasy game. It becomes kind of educational, but in a fun way.
Yeah.
It turns the game into like a living history experience. Makes learning about the culture just part of the fun. Like good historical fiction does. This digital approach tries something similar.
That makes sense.
But it does raise a question, maybe. How do you balance that?
Yeah.
Keeping it historically accurate, but also fun and accessible, especially for people who don't know anything about Welsh lore. You don't want it to feel like homework.
That's a really valid point. I think the document suggests it's about making it seamless, incidental learning.
Optional layers.
Exactly. Those tooltips and pronunciation guides, they're there if you're curious, but they don't block you if you're not. But, okay, the roadmap doesn't stop there. It looks even further ahead to advanced system capabilities.
Future-proofing.
Yeah, like voice command integration. Imagine just saying roll initiative or what's my character's dexterity? Hands-free, right in the middle of things.
Super immersive.
Yeah.
Almost makes the interface disappear.
Totally. And then multi-campaign management. So you can take your character across different adventures. Your story grows with you, campaign after campaign.
Which is clever. That really boosts player investment, lets you build a real saga for your character. And technically, it shows the system's built to scale, handle complexity.
So wrapping this all up, what does this really mean for you, listening in?
Well, I think this deep dive really shows how you can break down building something complex into manageable steps. You start with practical stuff, then you layer in unique, engaging features like the cultural immersion, and then you look towards future tech.
Right.
It's a great blueprint, really, for how a digital experience can be both super efficient and deeply enriching.
Absolutely. It leaves you thinking, doesn't it? If you were designing something like this, what would you prioritize? The smooth mechanics, the deep cultural layers, or maybe the cool tech like voice commands? And maybe think about how a different cultural heritage could enrich a digital world seamlessly and, well, just really excitingly.